Selena, you mentioned earlier always wanting to be a mom, and Penny, you just mentioned kids. Are you both like big family, lots of kids kind of people?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what will happen, obviously, but I love children. I mean, I have an 11-year-old sister that I absolutely adore, and I'm still doing wizards this far along because I love children. I love making them laugh. They're just so sweet. So absolutely, when that day comes, I'm so excited for it.
It's funny. We'll be at like a gathering or a party, and not many people know this, but like Selena is like the ultimate level of shy, like the ultimate level of shy. Like
I don't know a lot of people. Sometimes I get shy.
Couldn't be more of like an introvert, shy, which is crazy because she's the biggest star in the world, and it's like
I'm not. I hate
when she walks into a room.
To him,
her main goal is to like disappear into the crowd. That's like her goal is to just like everyone. It's my mom is very similar. Her and my mom are very similar, and they're never gonna. If there's a crowd of people, they're never gonna like be like how like me or probably you would do. Where we're like blah, 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 like we're talking. They're not gonna do that. They'll like wait and say like one thing throughout the night that winds up being like the most poignant or funny thing of the night. But like I'm gonna have diarrhea of the mouth talking to everyone. And whenever there's kids at a place, it's the only time I see her do that. She immediately goes to the kids and like has these conversations for like hours with the kids. It's taking care with the kids. And I think it probably also has to do with like when you started doing this, you were a kid and that was your way to connect to people. And I feel like you still feel like you have that obligation to connect with like young kids because you shaped so many young people's lives, whether it was Barney, whether it was Wizards. And I feel like you're still finding your way to do that. And it's so crazy just to see, because she's transcended into so many different categories. It's so hard to call her like, a pop star, an actress, that. You don't know what to call her. There's so much just of a multi-hyphenate.
Just your name.
Oh,
you
God.
notice it sometimes when we see people because you'll see a little girl come up to her crying. Then you'll see her older sister that's like 20. Then you'll see the mother and then the grandmother. So like it's like she's hitting all these boxes in people's lives and touching so many people. And she's such a hermit that she doesn't even realize it all the time. And, I'm always reminding her of like what she's doing and how special it is and how she's always been so, outspoken and will always say what's on her mind and is always, I just feel like there's not a lot of people who are like, just absolutely authentically themselves. And like, that's what draws me towards her more than anything else. She's always going to tell you how she's feeling. She's always going to be herself. She's never going to try to be somebody else.
Well said.
I love it.
Oh, Benny and Selena, I'm so grateful to you both for just opening your hearts, being so...
Only with you.
Huh?
Only with you.
Yeah, I can't believe you got her to say some of this stuff.
Yeah?
She'd never say...
I'm very, very...
She would never say any of this.
Is there anything you didn't say that you wanted to say? I want to make sure.
No.
No, I mean that in a genuine way.
I actually am thinking. I'm just really grateful that people like you exist because you bring so much joy to people and also understanding, so many different ways of life and navigating that. And I think you're a great example. So I just would like to say thank you. I trust you with that information. And it's always a pleasure to be with you. So thanks for having us.
No, you're both just so special. I've always said, Selena, for years that, no matter, and those moments where I could tell you were shy or wanting to disappear, but always being so gracious and kind to me and my wife whenever we were together and making us feel comfortable, even if you felt uncomfortable. And Benny, just the wonderful conversations we've had over the last couple of years. And I feel like we've done everything. We've talked about so many different things and we are both kind of like that, back and forth.